Alright, so, summary for Eldritch Horror box. Well, I've got to say that despite popular opinion very much to the contrary, this one didn't really grab Camera Wife and I. It feels like every game, one person will just get screwed over the course of the entire game. They'll roll fail after fail on easy tests, they'll just never manage to get going, and they'll basically just ride along with the rest of the group waiting to die or win or whatever. And there's no real way to help them. I mean, you can try and, meet up and trade some items and stuff, but usually that involves delaying the group so significantly that the whole party will end up well behind in the objectives, and it'll just drag the entire team down. And I hate seeing it happen where one person isn't really getting to participate much, and it just seems very, very endemic to this game that it almost encourages it to happen somehow. And it really bothers me. It takes a lot of the fun out of it. I like it when everyone's contributing in some way. The soldier could be over there fighting while the spellcaster's, off getting the spells and, healing and all that good stuff. And, it feels lacking in most games of this. In addition, how to put it, it almost feels like really you're just picking stats to boost, for the most part, because a lot of times the objectives, say the rumors or the mysteries or whatever, will involve places so far away from you, you would spend 4 or 5 turns just trying to get there. And, it's so hideously inefficient to do that, you really have to choose the person closest to wherever that objective spawned and just hope they can manage somehow. Even though frequently they're very ill-suited to whatever the particular mission is. So, you're just like, well, I'll go over here to Istanbul, get some handshake. I guess I may need handshake at some point, or, and maybe we're just doing something horribly wrong or something, but, it feels like a lot of turns, that's really what it comes down to. Well, I may as well get this, may as well get that, and that just doesn't feel like everybody's really engaging at once. It usually seems to come down to one person being important at a time. And, for a game that plays so many people, it feels like a real missed opportunity to me. Now, I can certainly see the appeal to this game for a lot of people, because it is a very fun little adventure. It does the little, standees hopping around the board stuff very well. Mechanically, it's very functional. Everything seems to work and be reasonably balanced for the most part. Except, of course, the random elements, which, I had a character in one game, extremely combat-focused character, who found the single most powerful combat artifact in the game. The Sword of St. Jerome. It's +5 strength and 2 brain and just blah, 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 blah. Just hideously powerful. He was rolling easily 10 dice, on combat tests and stuff, and just fail, and just silly, little, stupid, nothing monsters, and he would just fail turn after turn. And, I love a good dice-chucking Ameritrash game, but this one just, I don't know. Maybe it's just weird luck on my part or something, just a complete fluke over all the games we've played, but, that's just how it came across to me. That it's particularly luck-happy, even for, a thematic game. And, that may be a little too much luck for even people that don't mind dice rolling. Now, when it really comes down to it, I'd rather be playing Agents of Smersh. I really would. I feel like that one did a much better job of the dudes hopping around a map concept. Or even Pandemic, which has very little, if any, well, there's some luck in the order the cards come out and such, but not too much. you know, like I said, I don't mind the luck. I love Smersh, you know, which has its fair share of dice rolling, definitely, but feels to me like it does. Anyway, this summary is not about Agents of Smersh. You know, really, I can see why a lot of people like it. I understand, but it didn't work for us, really. And, you know, just hopefully some points to consider when you're thinking about purchasing this. You know, it's only $40 or so, I think, so it's not really a huge expense to pick this up, but, you know, I know a lot of people like to watch some good reviews, some bad reviews, you know, some in the middle and such, so hopefully I can provide a little bit of a counter viewpoint on some issues, you know. I'm definitely not saying anyone's wrong in their opinion who loves it, you know, that's great. Glad you found something you love, but it hasn't really worked out for us for the reasons I mentioned. And, you know, as usual, components, top-notch FFG stuff. You know, if you've ever bought a Fantasy Flight product, you know what to expect here. So yeah, I'd say that about covers it. Anything I'm missing?
No.
No? Alright, well,
Did you want to mention the BGG thing?
Oh, yeah. That almost did slip my mind. So, to our lucky contest winner of the supporter drive, you've now seen video 2, and you have an important choice to make. Will you explore the horrific madness encompassing the world, or will you preserve important works of literature for future generations? I await your decision eagerly. So, yeah, guess that about wraps it up. So until next time, get off your computer and play some more games.